What's up, just with Japan linking Yaos. Okay, this is what I hate about Japan number 2, okay? So, I'm sitting in Starbucks, right? In Homachi in Osaka, right? And so I'm just sitting there, messing around on my iPhone, checking YouTube mail and stuff, right? And these girls, man, these some empty seats, these fine Japanese girls just come over there and just sit right next to me, right in the seat next to me. So, I'm thinking it's all cool and stuff, I'm not saying anything. And then they pop out their English books, right? And they open it in such a way where they're trying to, show you that they're studying English. So I guess you can talk to them or something like that. I don't know. It is just so irritating. It's like every time. It's not like, I don't mind talking to him, right? But, sometimes, I'll just be all into my YouTube email, especially reading the hate comments and stuff on Do You Love Black Men videos. I'll just be rolling and stuff, And I'll sit there and I'll laugh, and then she might laugh, or if it's two of them on both sides of me, because they always, because they'll stare, they don't care if the other girls or anybody else looking, they'll look, And then, like, sometimes they'll get, like, real slick, right? And because the tables aren't that big, but they'll kind of, like, slide their book closer over to me. Or they'll read, or this is real cool, too, right? What they do is they'll take the book and they'll hold it in their left hand. So, like, because most of them always sit to the right. And they'll hold the book in the right hand with their palm, on the center of the book, and they'll hold it. And they'll, like, maybe look in their purse or something like that. And what they'll do is they'll lift up the book and kind of, like, intrude in my area. Not into it all the way, but, like, close to the line, between the tables, and they'll do it, and they'll look for something. They'll hold it there for, like, a good minute and stuff. You can't do nothing but look. You got this big old white page with this hand right there in your face, you know what I'm saying? And so you look at the book, and I guess, they must got some serious vibes. Because as soon as you look, they'll look, smile, go, oh, I'm sorry, like, okay. And then, like, okay, what's your name? You go through all the details and stuff, and get a number and stuff. And then, I figure that, because what I do is always ask for the numbers, like, within the first 2 to 3 minutes. Thinking that they're going to, like, he's a typical gaijin guy, and he's no good or something like that, and they won't give it to me, and they'll leave me alone, right? Man, that's a bunch of crap. They're like, okay, and start talking, I really like speaking English, and where you from? Like, LA, oh, I've been to LA, and Disneyland, and I'm like, okay, and they'll be sitting there, oh my God, they'd be fine too, especially the ones that's like, got them big old mammary glands, and, now here, they'll have these stockings, these lace stockings, some real nice designs. And I ain't lying, some do have some nice legs and stuff. You look real nice, makeup on, nice hair done, nice nails, nice, everything is nice. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong, And they're trying to be social, but I want to read my mail. You know what I'm saying? I want to read my mail. I didn't come here, because I don't go to Starbucks to try to pick up on girls and stuff, I just go there like everyone else do, relax and, listen to my own music, with my headphones in my ears and do this and do that, and just, really enjoy, my time and stuff, but no, the girls don't even let you do it, it's like, and then especially like, okay, like, if you ignore them for long enough, then they'll get up and go to the bathroom, and guess which side, and it's like somebody sitting on their side, on both sides of them, right, too. Guess which side they're going to exit on, right on my side. And you know how some people, they'll exit with their rear end towards you, right? So they'll do that, and they'll, sometimes when they'll stand up and stuff, their butt is just like, go right over your table, you can't do nothing but look and just like, man, she's so rude, like, dang, it's like, and so, like, I'm like, okay, whatever, but man, I hate that, God, it's, because it's like, you're walking down the street and you want to talk to a girl, and they don't want to talk to you, then, when you're sitting there by yourself and you're chilling, and then all these fine girls, just And they do that. You know, he's like, oh, I don't want to talk to her. Why you? I'm in Starbucks, you know. And I just want to study and check my emails, and that's it, you know, because I don't really have time to do it. Because when I'm on the train, I try to sleep, but then them girls, you know, bumping into me all the time, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. So, yeah, sometimes it just gives me a headache, you know. And I mean, I love going to that Starbucks. It's real nice, and I like looking at the girls there, you know, and stuff. But my whole point is that it just, like, why are these girls just so? It's like they don't have any respect, you know, for your privacy and stuff. You know, it's like they think because they so beautiful and they so fine that you're supposed to talk to them, which actually that's how it is out here, you know. But I'm like, you know what? I just want a little bit of my time to myself, and there are a lot of other guys in there, mostly white guys, and I'm not like, you know, because sometimes it get really irritating. Like, dang, you know, they got a white guy over there. Why don't you go over there and talk to him and bother him? You know. Sometimes I ain't lying. I'll be tempted to walk over to them white guys and say, hey, why don't you go over here and talk to this girl? You know, she's bothering me. And I'm trying to read my email from YouTube. You know, but yeah, that's one thing I hate about Japan, man. Just these fine girls, you know, just don't want to leave me alone in Starbucks, man. It's like no privacy and stuff, man. I mean, what would you do?